guys. So Michael's taking me on a surprise trip.
A surprise trip. We're on a turnpike right now. What she doesn't know is that she's never been to this place. It's actually the service plaza. There's a Wendy's there. Guarantee she's never been there. So
You are so funny.
yeah.
I have no idea. Should I make some guesses?
Yes.
So he said by a Apopka area. So
Oh, I didn't say. Did I say?
Aprilli by Aprilli area.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it's either Mount Dora, Wakaiva, Longwood,
I don't know. We'll just have to find out.
Singapore.
Yeah, right. A few weeks.
Soon. Yep, guys, that was right. We're going to Mount Dora. What is this car? What is this?
Amazing.
It's out of place.
Wow.
It's the car of the future.
It's like we're out of place.
Guys, we're at Sushi Wave. We got the sushi burrito. Dede!
Wow. Hey guys, guess what this is? Yes, you guessed right. This is Gabby's beauty products that she does every single night. It's a nighttime ritual. There's like all kinds of things in here that I don't understand. There's a pink thing, there's a gray thing, an orange thing. But it helps her face stay beautiful. Look at that, even a toothbrush is kept here, so.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, we're matching.
Michael and Gabby. Hey y'all.
This time you're wearing the right shade of black.
Yes, last time it was gray or silver. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, it was the reverse crossing.
Yeah, he wore a gray shirt, guys, and he called that black.
Hello, it was just black with opacity set on 25%.
But we just left church, and today we wanted to talk to you guys about embracing one another's differences.
We're not talking about math, like getting subtraction and difference here. We're talking about differences.
Yeah, I mean,
similarities.
we have similarities. We have, like, obviously the same vision, the same heart to serve God, and we love similar things. We love similar foods, but we
Thankfully,
also...
oh my gosh, thankfully we love the same food.
Thankfully, you're not a vegan.
Oh man, I don't know if this relationship would work if I was a vegan. Guys, she loves sashimi. See, she loves meat.
I just love food. Yeah, I'm a big foodie.
I miss Texas to Brazil now. I was talking about food and I'm hungry.
But anywho, we also have a lot of differences, especially personality-wise, that I think, you know, as we were dating, I don't know if it was as a parent because we weren't living together.
It wasn't as a parent. Yeah.
It wasn't as a parent. I mean, although you knew that I wasn't, like, very ambitious.
We avoided much conflict because it wasn't a parent.
Right. And now that we live together and we do a lot together,
yeah.
You know, because as a married couple, you're doing things together a lot. We really realize, like, wow, we have different perspectives. We have different ways of working, different ways of planning. And, you know, it could come into, like, a clash. But we recently read this book, what was it called?
Praying Circles Around Your Marriage.
Yeah, and it talked about embracing one another's differences, and it talked about a dance circle. Like, when you're dancing, you're learning on, you know, how to give and take, you know, balancing one another out. And that because we have differences, we can actually help one another out and grow more in the weaknesses that we have.
Yes.
And so we were talking about it with each other. We're like, you know, we're actually thankful that we are different because we get to help one another out. So I'll share mine first and you can share on your part. But for example, for me, I'm really bad at waiting. I tend to be very ambitious and I'm a go-getter, which is great. Michael is the opposite. So he is always helping me, especially in waiting in the Lord. And so I wanted to share one instance where I am in the middle of wanting to publish a book that I wrote. And the Lord clearly told me not to use Lucid Books. But Lucid Books was like, hey, just put in a proposal. We'll at least help you with the script. We'll give you, you know, an amount. So I was telling Michael, you know, like, yeah, God told me not to do Lucid. He has something better. But I'm going to try I'm gonna try submitting anyways. And Michael was like, yeah, you should definitely not do that because if God told you, because that's still disobedience. And I'm very thankful that I listened to Michael that day because I didn't submit to Lucid. I chose to wait on God. And I think this was 2 weeks later, I got accepted. I got a scholarship to submit my manuscript through christianmanuscript.com, which is an amazing website that connects you to even big publishing companies. And God did tell me that he has something better. So I just thank God that, you know, God's used Michael tremendously throughout, you know, our marriage and waiting on God. Integrity as well, making sure that I'm withholding to such a high standard, whether it's with my relationship with God or even with other people.
Yeah, and you would have spent like a lot of money for the first publishing, right? Because it was self-publishing.
Right.
Yeah, so you would have, she would have been like spending a lot of money first off, and then it wouldn't be as much of a benefit. But obviously, like disobeying the Lord would be the most important thing.
So now your part.
So as far as me, oh man, so it's so funny. So I was buying, like we're at Michael's because I wanted to buy a frame to put an art print inside, and so lo and behold, I buy the wrong thing. Like it looks super duper deceiving because it looked like a frame and I can just boop, put an insert there, your boy straight, present the art, we're good. But as I opened it up, it actually was just the mat for an actual frame. So it wasn't at all what I needed. It was like $4 or $3 and something cents. But if it were my way, I would have simply been like, okay, well, I already took out the plastic wrapping. There's no way I could return this. Gabby just grabs the thing. We don't even talk about it. Like Gabby just like grabs the thing, goes to the cashier and says, hey, we ended up buying the wrong thing. Can we return this? And then she's like, yes. And I'm here like puzzled. I'm like, the heck just happened? Like, oh my gosh. But it's so good because being with Gabby, I'm able to now learn what it's like to also be on the offensive, to also be on a go-getter, to just ask.
Or yes, plan as well and be strategic.
Plan as well, be strategic. So we help each other. I'm still developing that, so at least I get to count on Gabby to do that. But even with an art prints, like Gabby's always like, babe, you know, you gotta be sure to, hey, is there any way that this can drop down a little bit on this if I do this or if I do that? And she's really, really, really good at that. So I'm learning. I'm definitely celebrating the differences here because we are perfect.
Yeah, and
together.
it's true too because like you get to, because the Lord recently told Michael to be more, to be, the word that God used for Michael was offensive.
Be on the offensive, not
Right.
be offensive. Be on the offensive.
In regards to what he's pursuing, because Michael wants to pursue his animation, his artwork, and it's good because Michael gets to, you know, I get to help him, and he gets to grow in that as we help one another.
Yeah.
And that's the benefit, because I was telling Michael, like, imagine if we both married people that were just like us. If I married someone who was such a go-getter, we'd both be go-getting, but then there wouldn't be this balance of, hey, precaution, you know, let's pray about it, let's wait, what are other options? But if Michael was with someone that was very like lax all the time, maybe things wouldn't have been as done, you know. So we get to really learn from one another. And I also want to mention the fundraiser, if you don't mind too.
Oh yeah,
because that was such a great example where
great example.
Because like, there's been times where, you know, when you disagree about something with your spouse or if you're in a relationship, it can be tense. But I'm really thankful that we get to like talk it out, and we actually ended up praying it out.
Yeah,
we really need to pray it out. So many of you probably know that we're going to Singapore for a missions trip. And I was praying about it, but I just felt in my heart like God was putting to do a Facebook fundraiser. And a part of it was I had saw one of my friends who did it, and I was like, God, is this what you want Michael and I to do? And I just felt really peaceful about it. And I told Michael, and Michael's not big in that because it's good, you know, to work for the funds as well, or to see how Michael was expecting God to provide a different means. So he didn't want it. He really, really did not want to do it through Facebook. Yeah, and I was like, well, I feel like we should, but I tend to be the more of like, hey, let's promote it, let's post it, like let's utilize social media to connect with our community that we're in. It's a great way to get the word out. So we had a difference there, but praise God, you know, like Michael prayed, and obviously, you know, the Lord spoke to him and gave him peace about it at the end, even though he was still hesitant.
I was still hesitant. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a step of faith.
Right.
I believe that you received from God, and so although I didn't feel like an overwhelming peace, I just knew, like, you know, I have to trust her. Like,
right.
I have
But
to
you also
trust,
mentioned you in your alone time, God had.
right. He had given me something. I was still hesitant about it, but it was still like I told you specifically. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take a leap of faith here. I'm gonna choose to believe and trust in what you're saying and what you want to do, and I want to honor that as well, because it's not just me having the final say in this. Like, I want to definitely be considering what you're saying as well. And lo and behold.
Yeah, and like right now, so far, we're almost at $1,000 through Facebook alone, by the way, guys. And but that's the beauty of being able to like balance.
If you're a donor, thank you so much.
Yes.
And if you're praying for us, thank you so much. And I don't know when this video is going to be released.
Right. No, thank you so much. But that's like the beauty of like embracing one another's differences. Or maybe you may have a different perspective on something, but Michael and I, we really found that we were able to help one another. And I'm also learning too as well. And how can I support Michael better? How can Michael support me better? And how can we grow and weaknesses? And it's a humbling thing, because it's really humbling, because just admitting like, wow, you know, like she does, like this was a better perspective, or they did have a better outlook at this. And it's humbling to know, but also being willing to like, hey, like what Michael said, you know, I'm willing to trust what Gabby said, and he did pray about it, because it's important to pray too. You know, you when there's a disagreement, you want to pray it out, and
for real.
you want to pray and like at least, you know, gain God's understanding of who should give and take. Right? There's gonna be moments where like we can't always have our way, but someone else. I mean, there's been even little things, like little things in between our conversations, where like Michael's like, no, I think we should do this. I'm like, okay. Or I'm like, Michael, we should put the granola in the car because we're gonna forget the next day.
I forgot it, guys. That's why we're going to Costco right now to return them, because I forgot them.
But it's beautiful, you know. So we just want to make this quick car talk to encourage you all, whether you're married or you're in a relationship, but to embrace each other's weaknesses and differences.
This is gonna be a serious car talks with Michael and Gabby.
So we love you guys.
Find out something better. God bless you guys.
Peace out.
Guys, guess what? Yes, birdies. The birdies are correct. This is a salad spinner.
I didn't even know this thing existed.
Yeah, me either. And so some of y'all probably like, bruh, like of course this existed. And so you're supposed to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, but like you're supposed to like put it and then go with it. There you go, all the way down with it. There you go.
God.
And then the salad spins all the water out.
So cool.
So this is a perfect way to have perfectly dry lettuce.
Thank you, Heather and John.
Thank you so much. Look at that. You go. Oh, get that arm
at
muscles,
this arm
girl.
workout
Look at them triceps and the biceps and the quadriceps.
Thank you, Mabel.
Y'all, my baby girl threw down with the salad today. Look at that guac. And we got some sweet potato fries with some sriracha mayo, air fried. A little healthier version, you know.
My smaller
We got her portion and some extra guac for some delicious chips.
Guys, stay tuned for Imagine, Michael's first upcoming comic and feature animation.
Yay, we made it to Aldi's.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so dead.
Post-conference
No.
Gabby. Post-workshop Gabby.
No.
What do you say no to?
You videotaped me and I opened my mouth because I felt it. Oh my gosh. I've been so dead, guys.
She's sleepy weepies. I love you.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, Gabby's gonna have to answer to God for what she just did. We're listening to The Time That Is Left by Mark Schultz. And I felt the presence of God when I started tearing up while I was worshiping the Lord. And before the song ends, Gabby just says, hey, where's your phone? So I'm like, here it is. And she just hits the pause button and says, let me find you a different song. And she didn't realize the moment. She didn't realize what was going on.
He had tears in his eyes. I had no idea.
And so, and then
I'm sorry.
I'm telling her, babe, that song that you want to find better be anointed. And she's like, oh, it's not as anointed. And I'm just like, Jesus will come to you tonight in your dream and let you know what
Are you
you've
sure
done
you
today.
want that?
Well, you'll leave a different person.
Hey guys, so I'm prepping for some orange chicken for the babo.
Yay.
Hope it turned out good.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Go.
Yay! Uh-oh. You're supposed to fly to daddy. Guys, we're having Four Rivers today thanks to a gift certificate from Shannon. So we get to enjoy this now. Woo. Michael just said this to me.
So, guys, my wife is so beautiful that I wish that while I was driving, since I can't have a camera in my hand, I wish that I can just take photos with my eyes. That shutter speed right there. Look at that. I'm taking like 7 shots per second.